Hey guys, what's going on? It's ya boy, Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and we are at the end of the week with the weekly upload. And for today, we are doing another top 10. Alright, so after doing my top 10 video of favorite Final Fantasy characters, this list I wanted to do for a long time. This list is going to be about my favorite robot masters from the classic Mega Man series, because I love Mega Man, especially the robot masters. This list is going to be just like how it was in Final Fantasy, where I list all of my favorite characters from each of the different games in order. Also, I'm going to be ranking the robot masters by their design, their weapons, and possibly by their stages and boss fights if I want. I can include whatever robot masters I want, and also this is going to be a top 11 because there are 11 Mega Man games, so I didn't want to leave any robot masters out. And of course there will be some honorable mentions in the video, so anyway, enjoy! Number 1, from Mega Man 1, we have Elec Man. I freaking love Elec Man. He's like one of the best robot masters that Capcom has ever created. He looks so freaking cool. Like, I would not want to mess with this guy. I mean, he honestly would look like he would be a cool superhero. I love going through his stage. The music in his stage is so fun. And he's one of the hardest robot masters to ever fight. Like, seriously, his Thunder Beam can literally kill you in 3 hits if you're not careful. So you want to watch out for that. I would not recommend fighting him with only the Mega Buster. Speaking of the Thunder Beam, that's his weapon, and I love it. It shoots in 3 directions, and it's really powerful. It's good for taking on those annoying bosses like the Yellow Devil, and it's also good for the pause glitch as well. So, Elec Man is at number 1. Number 2, from Mega Man 2, we have my number 1 favorite robot master in the entire Mega Man Classic series. Like, in the entire franchise, my favorite robot master, Metal Man. Is there honestly any reason why Metal Man would be on this list? I mean, look at the dude. He looks so freaking cool. He's got metal blades all over his body. He's red and yellow. That's a cool color palette. And I love going through his stage. It's really easy. His boss fight, it's at a normal decent difficulty. It's not easy, but it's not hard. As long as you know what you're doing, you should be fine. And of course, I gotta mention his weapon, the Metal Blade. It is the most overpowered weapon in the entire Mega Man franchise. Shoots in 8 directions and can literally destroy just about anything in its path. That's why Metal Man is at number 2. We gotta have more games with this guy in it. Number 3, from Mega Man 3, we have Shadow Man. I love Shadow Man's design. I mean, he's a literal ninja-based robot masters, and we all know how ninjas are. They're so freaking cool, aren't they? His stage is pretty alright. I love his stage music. It's so catchy. And of course his weapon, the Shadow Blade. It's basically like the Metal Blade, except it's a little bit less broken. It only shoots in 5 directions instead of 8, and it's like a boomerang. And in fact, I've been getting this feeling that Shadow Man could possibly be an alien robot, because a lot of people make theories on that. I did not believe anybody on this, but one thing that kinda gives it away is that, one fact that I did not know about Shadow Man is that his weapon, the Shadow Blade, the shuriken is made out of poison liquid. I did not know it was made out of poison liquid. It was so freaking amazing that I just found that out. Though one thing that does hold Shadow Man back is that he's weak to one of the worst weapons in the game, Top Spin. But other than that, Shadow Man is the best, and that's why he's at number 3. Number 4, from Mega Man 4, we have Pharaoh Man. I mean, Pharaoh Man, without a doubt, looks so cool. I mean, he's like a huge mummy thing. Like, he's based off of a sphinx. I mean, that is so freaking cool. And I love the look of his stage. Like, the stage looks so cool. Like, you're trying to avoid drowning in the quicksand. You're outside of this like pyramid, and then when you go inside the stage, it's like an underground pyramid where mummy heads start charging at you. There's bats everywhere, spikes you have to watch out for. And of course, he has a decent weapon, the Pharaoh shots. It's decent enough. I mean, it's powerful, it's pretty good. I don't use it that much, but it is good. Anyways, as for his boss fight, well, if you're not using his weakness, he is a tough challenge to deal with. But if you are using his weakness, the Bright Stopper, he's honestly the easiest Robot Master to fight. So Pharaoh Man is at number 4. This guy can pack a serious punch, if you know what I mean. You don't want to mess with him.
Now I've got your power!
I love that scene. It shows off how cool Pharaoh Man is. Number 5, from Mega Man 5, we have Crystal Man. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Most of the Robot Masters in Mega Man 5, I mean, some of them are pretty cool. Others, well, they kinda suck. And some of them, they're not really that appealing to me. I think the only one that interested me the most was Crystal Man. I mean, his design is based off of a crystal ball, which is so cool. I mean, he's got crystal balls all over his body. Like, that is so awesome. Anyways, his stage looks so beautiful. I mean, everything is made out of crystals. The ground's made out of crystals, the Sniper Joes are crystals, all the hazards and the spikes, everything is crystals. It even has the first item called the Mystery Tank. Like, it introduces that item in the Mega Man series, which is so cool. He is a real challenge to deal with when it comes to his boss fight, but as long as you know what you're doing, you should have no problem with him. And his weapon, the Crystal Eye, it's decent. It's really powerful. It can shoot a big crystal, and it bounces off of walls and ceilings and stuff, and it splits into little tiny crystals. So it's good for taking on bosses who are weak to it, like Napalm Man. So overall, Crystal Man is so awesome, and I would love for him to predict my future since he's a fortune teller himself, as it says in his database. Anyways, he's at number 5. Number 6, from Mega Man 6, we have Nightman. Before I talk about Nightman, I just wanted to say that all the Robot Masters from Mega Man 6, they all represent the different countries that they came from. Nightman apparently represents the country England. Well, what more can you ask for? Do I really need to explain why this guy is so freaking cool? He's a knight with a ball and chain as a weapon and a shield. I mean, tell me that does not scream awesome. His stage is based off of a medieval castle, and it's so awesome, like the first Robot Master with a medieval stage. Now that's something that you don't see often. But of course it does inspire other Robot Masters to have stage like these, like Shade Man and Blade Man. Anyways, when it comes to his boss fight, he's really tough. Like, I guarantee you're gonna need his weakness, because he'll just get up close to you, attack you, and oftentimes he'll mostly have his shield blocking all of your attacks, so you have to hit him at the right time. And as for his weapon, Night Crusher, it is without a doubt the most useful weapon in the entire game of Mega Man 6. Like, I mostly use this weapon over all the other weapons because it is so powerful. Anyways, that's why Nightman is at number 6. Coming in at number 7, we have Slash Man from Mega Man 7. Just look at this dude. Tell me this guy would not rip anyone apart that gets in his way. I mean, he's basically like a mixture of Wolverine with a dinosaur, and it's so cool. Speaking of dinosaurs, his stage is a huge jungle where you have to fight all these big dinosaurs in order to get to him. Like, wow, that is so cool. It reminds me a lot about Jurassic Park. He's one of the hardest fights to go through. Like, his fight is really difficult anyways, because he mostly slashes you, and he'll throw these eggs that prevent you to jump and shoot, so you want to watch out for that. And his weapon, the Slash Claw, it kicks awesome. Mainly because, well, I mean, it's a claw that can just rip about through almost anything. Like, what more can you ask for? Slash Man, you are so freaking awesome, and that's why you're at number 7. Number 8, from Mega Man 8, we have Grenade Man. Yeah, Mega Man 8, it's like the most least popular game in the franchise. Now, it does have its flaws, but it can be better because it does have its positives as well. Anyways, most of the Robot Masters, I mean, they're all pretty cool with the exception of one. But I think of all the Robot Masters in this game, I think Grenade Man takes the spot on this list. Why? Well, I mean, he's a grenade. I mean, what more could you ask for? His stage is like this big, huge factory filled with bomb platforms that you have to go through. I love his theme song too. His music in the game is so catchy. Like, I can like just listen to it. I love listening to this song whenever I play through the game. He's a really tough boss to go through. Just use Thunderclaw on him and he should pretty much be no problem. And I think his voice is kind of funny, like, "I'll punish you," or "That felt good." I don't know why, but for some reason, I just can't help myself but to laugh at that hilarious voice. Anyways, I also love his weapon, the Flash Bomb. It's gotta be my favorite weapon in Mega Man 8, because, I mean, it's a bomb that, well, you can't shoot it in different directions, but it goes forward, and the first thing it touches, it creates a big, huge radius explosion. Like, think of it like the plasma charge shot from the classic series. It is so powerful. Heck, it makes Wily Machine number 8 look like a complete joke. In fact, Frost Man can freaking get wrecked by this thing. Grenade Man's awesome, his design's awesome, his weapon is awesome, and his theme is awesome. And that's why he's at number 8. So we arrived at Mega Man 9, and on number 9 of this list, well, Mega Man 9 has a lot of cool Robot Masters, and there are many new Robot Masters that we got introduced since Mega Man went back to his old roots. We got introduced to cool Robot Masters like Galaxy Man, Hornet Man, Magma Man, Tornado Man, even the first female Robot Master in the entire series, Splash Woman. That is so awesome. Now, all of them are pretty cool. Well, some of them are not that good, but I think of all of them, the one Robot Master that has, well, got to me the most was Jewel Man. Yeah, that's right, I said it, Jewel Man. Say what you want about Jewel Man, I think he's so cool. I mean, you could say, oh, but his design is pink, like nobody likes the color pink, that's so girly. So what if it's girly? I mean, he's made out of jewelry though, that is so rare. Just keep him away from Rouge. He'll have serious nightmares. His stage, of course, is like really hard to go through. Like, I have a lot of frustration going through his stage, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. Boss fight, it's simple and it's normal, kind of like easy and hard at the same time. Just like watch for his pattern, and you'll be able to get through him in no time. Also, can I just say that the main reason why I love Jewel Man is because I love his weapon, the Jewel Satellite. It is the most powerful shield weapon in the entirety of the Mega Man franchise. Like, you shoot 4 diamonds, like, in a form of a shield, and it protects you. Like, it could barely get destroyed. Well, if there's something big coming at you, I mean, it can get destroyed, but other than that, a whole bunch of small enemies, they don't stand a chance against you. Plus, this weapon is also good for grinding for bolts in Plug Man stage. Overall, Jewel Man will always be fabulous, and will always be my favorite Robot Master from this game, and that's why he's at number 9. Number 10 from Mega Man 10, we have Pump Man. Yeah, of course, I picked Pump Man. So anyways, there are many people who hate Pump Man. Like, everyone's talking about how Pump Man looks ridiculous. Like, Pump Man is the worst. I mean, what I understand you guys don't like Pump Man and all, but you guys hate on Pump Man, yet we get ridiculous robot masters like Sheep Man? I mean, yeah, he looks like a water pump, but I honestly don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with his design. His stage, I mean, it looks cool with, like you're in a big sewer with water and all this sludge everywhere. It is really tough to go through, believe me. His boss fight is even tough because, like, he shoots like this big water shield that he has protecting him, and if you're playing hard mode, I think he'll throw his pump at you, so you want to watch out for that. And one thing that can put Pump Man like a little bit down, like take away his cool points, mainly because he's weak to the worst weapon, Thunderwool. Like, cause you could barely hit Pump Man with this weapon, cause Thunderwool could barely hit him. But, of course, his weapon is also cool. Now, I did say Jewel Satellite is, without a doubt, the best shield weapon in the game. But that also goes for Water Shield. I mean, it's not as powerful as Jewel Satellite and Acid Barrier, but it's as good as Junk Shield and Leaf Shield, believe me. I always love using this weapon alongside the Triple Blade in Mega Man 10, and it's so cool. Overall, Pump Man, he's so cool. You don't have to. I just wish that people would stop like hating on him and stuff. But he's all right. He's pretty cool, and that's why he's at number 10. All right. Before we get to my final pick of the list, here are my Bowser Jr. Fan 13 Honorable Mentions. Buster Raj G. He's the leader of the Genesis unit in Mega Man The Wily Wars, a game that I've played in the past. Anyways, of all the Genesis unit members and of all the special robot masters that Dr. Wily created, I think Buster Raj G has got to be the coolest, cause like, when you defeat him, he runs away from the fight, but the reason why he does it is because he doesn't die so easily. He wants to have a rematch against Mega Man because he's like, I'm not gonna lose to Mega Man that easily. Like, that is so cool. You get a rematch against this dude, and I can tell that he's like one of the toughest robot masters. Mercury from Mega Man V. Of all the star droids in this game, I think Mercury is cool. His design looks pretty awesome. He's an easy boss fight, his stage is easy, and his weapon, of course, is gotta be the coolest. It's not just a weapon that shoots little beams at you, but, like, it's a weapon that also heals you at the same time. Now, have you thought of that? A weapon that you can use that not only damages your opponents, but can heal you at the same time? That is so helpful. I always love using this weapon in Mega Man V, because it really saves you. Ground Man from Mega Man and Bass. Mega Man and Bass is not my most favorite Mega Man game because, well, it is outrageously frustratingly hard. Like, it's so difficult. Though, of all the bad things that was in that game, at least Ground Man was my favorite robot master in this game. I mean, his design is cool, his stage and boss fight is hard, I like his weapon, the spread drill, it's pretty good, and his music, oh my gosh, his theme song is, without a doubt, my favorite song in the entire Mega Man franchise. Like, if you ask me, what is my favorite Mega Man song, I would say Ground Man's theme from Mega Man and Bass, because it's so catchy. Inker from the Game Boy games. So, the Mega Man killers come from the Game Boy games, right? But I think the coolest robot master in the Game Boy games has gotta be Inker. I mean, he's the leader of the Mega Man Killers. He's from the first game. I mean, his design looks so cool. His theme song is so catchy to listen to, and I like his weapon, the Mirror Buster. It's a big reflector that can if anything shoots at you, you can basically shoot a reflecting shot at your opponents. I mean, Guard Shell was like a inspiration off of that, but unlike Guard Shell, Mirror Buster is more powerful. Like, why can't Guard Shell be as cool as Mirror Buster? And now finally we arrive at number 11 from Mega Man 11. We have Fuse Man. Now, I love Mega Man 11, especially the Robot Masters, because I honestly think all the Robot Masters in Mega Man 11, they're all so cool. But of course I have to pick one of them. And I think of all of the Robot Masters in this game, my most favorite has gotta be Fuse Man. I mean, look at this dude. His design is so awesome. You can't deny that he looks so cool. His stage is pretty fun to go through. I love listening to his music as well. He's one of the hardest boss fights to go through because he basically goes everywhere around his room like super fast and shooting his electricity at you. And when he activates speed gear, he goes super fast. He's basically like a fusion of Elec Man and Quick Man. Get it? Fusion? Because his name is Fuse Man? Okay, I'ma stop. Plus, the Scramble Thunder, his weapon, is one of the best weapons in Mega Man 11. It's basically Plug Ball from Mega Man 9, except 100% way better, because it shoots two of them on the ground, and you can even shoot it at the air, and it's not just helpful just because like you can hit enemies on the ground with it, but you can also use this weapon to light up the dark area in Torchman stage. Fuse Man is so cool, and I love his voice actor too. He's voiced by the same guy who does the voice of Natsu Dragalia from Fairy Tail, and that's why he's at number 11. And that's all for today. Alright, so the weekly upload is finally finished. Thank you guys for watching the weekly upload, and thank you guys for supporting me. Let me know in the comments down below who is your favorite Mega Man Robot Master, and I'll see you guys in future videos. So in the meantime, peace out everyone.